All right, so I'm doing some crowdsourcing. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what I'm doing. A little backstory is that I was going to start a podcast with my friend who is no longer with us. And it was going to be, she was a virtual assistant also, like me. And we were going to talk about, boring business stuff, but also the really fun stuff and how to help other virtual assistants. And it was going to be cool because she was very calm, cool, and very business, and I'm unhinged business advice. So I still want to do a podcast. I still feel called to do a podcast, but I don't want to do a virtual assistant podcast by myself. And I can't see myself doing it with anyone else. So the question is, what kind of podcast should I do? I mean, obviously, I have plenty of things to talk about because I will talk about anything. But, I have my memoir, which is all about grief and breaking the cycle and, all that jazz, the messy healing. And I have a couple of projects in the works, which I've mentioned, the children's book, which also deals with grief and kindness and all of those things. But I have a workbook that I'm working on. That sounds funny. Anyway, that is about grief. And I have some other things that I have kind of thinking about. So my thought is that I could have a podcast that deals with grief, but how do I do a podcast about grief that doesn't come across as too sad? I have some ideas, but what do you think? Or maybe I shouldn't do a podcast because nobody will listen to it. I don't know. What do you think?